Hello, hello. Welcome to Top Shelf Backpacking. Today we are out in the Columbia River Gorge again. We are on the Horsetail to Oneonta Falls Trail. Out for a short day hike. I think 2.2 miles, something like that round trip. 500 to 600 feet of elevation. So you'll probably see me huffing and puffing a bit here. It is about 80 degrees and we are hopefully outrunning a thunderstorm. But figured we'd get in a nice short hike while the getting was good. So I'll see you out here on trail. Pretty good views up here. Just over there is Beacon Rock. You might recognize from a couple months ago. Hiked up to the top of that. But still trying to outrun the thunderstorm. Had one crack of thunder. Still off in the distance. Most of this isn't too exposed, so hopefully this doesn't turn into a fail video. But almost up to Ponytail Falls. So I'll see you guys in a bit. So one of my favorite things about Horsetail and Ponytail Falls is the fact that you can walk behind Ponytail Falls once you get up high enough. Most of that elevation gain is pretty much immediate if you're starting at Horsetail Falls. There's a little bit more when you dip in and out of Oneonta. By the way, no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not from New York where the town is, but that's how I've pronounced it most of my life. So we're gonna keep on going here. So far we're outrunning this thunderstorm, or maybe it already passed, but everything's pretty dry here. So we're gonna keep on keeping on. I'll see you out there. So as you hike into the Oneonta Gorge, you eventually end up down there, crossing the bridge, and then the trail continues over. You can really see in here the effects of the Eagle Creek fire. I want to say 2017. And this is the third time I've hiked in here. Since then, you do get some really awesome river views thanks to that. But definitely see the devastation that fire had. The wildflowers are coming back. The trail sides are awfully green, but it probably won't be in my lifetime when all this is covered in bright green trees, thick enough you can barely see through them. Just crossed over the Oneonta Creek Bridge. Gonna gain some elevation here and eventually kind of plateau out before we drop back down to the historic Columbia River Highway. This front pack, stinking hot. And so is my waymark mile back there. But it's 80 degrees, so I'd be sweaty no matter what, especially with this kind of elevation. But still a beautiful day out here. Not a lot of people, probably due to that looming thunderstorm. But so far, no rain. Fingers crossed it stays that way. So from here, you can continue up the trail behind me to the left and go up to Triple Falls. And eventually, I believe it's open now all the way up to the top of Larch Mountain. But I made a right and we're headed back toward the historic highway to complete the loop of this trail. I'll see you out there. Well, we made it back to the historic highway, and depending on where you parked, this could be the end. I parked over on the Horsetail side, so I've got a little road walk to go. We're going to come around the corner to Oneonta, the tunnel. Used to be one of my favorite spots back when you could get down into the water and climb over the log jam to head up to Oneonta Falls. Though it was always freezing cold and got pretty deep, it was always a lot of fun. Ever since the fire, a lot more logs and stuff have come down the creek, so that area is now blocked off. Don't know if there's ever any plans to reopen it, just because it's so dangerous, but still a cool little bridge and a neat little tunnel here I'll show you shortly. So back when I would come out here growing up, that tunnel was filled with rocks, closed up since they moved the road over. And then they cleared it, rebuilt it. The smell in there is amazing, all that fresh wood. Really a neat place to be. Well, made it back to the Horsetail trailhead. Feet are a little sore, but overall, no worse for the wear. We did seem to outrun the thunderstorm. So made it back with, well, I'm soaking wet, but that's from sweat. Not due to rain, thankfully. So almost to the car where we'll pack up and head home. All right, made it back to the car. Overall, nice little trip. Definitely kind of risking it. The clouds are where they are. I think I heard probably 3 thunders out there, but no lightning, no rain, thankfully. So overall, a nice little hike. Definitely some incline, maybe a moderate rating, even though it's fairly short. But if you're ever out in the Columbia River Gorge and want a nice, shortest but still challenging hike, Horsetail to Oneonta is definitely a nice one. So, till I see you again, I hope the miles you hike are filled with wonder and the glasses you raise are filled with whiskey. For more information, visit topshelfbackpacking.com. Until I see you again, cheers.